Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis. Looking at CMG SKX NKE and TWTR on the daily and weekly time frame. Gap down open for CMG. We knew all that momentum was heading to the downside at the end of the day on Friday. A little bit of upside. We did not fill the gap to the upside. That's at 402.89. And again, we closed down near the low of the day. So the next support that I'm looking down at is 392.11. And if that were to break, we're looking down at 390.36. And if that were to break, a long way down into about 379. So key low 390 support test coming up. Need to keep checking in on the hourly RSI. We're getting a little oversold. But because of that little bounce where we tried to fill the gap this morning, that did cool off the hourly RSI. And it is hovering just above 30. So not too oversold at this point. Bears have all the momentum. Further downside here, no moving average support on the weekly time frame currently, and the bears are remaining in control of this trend. As long as this 50-week resistance keeps rejecting the price, we're going to keep forming lower highs. SKX followed through to the downside. No confirmation of the bullish reversal doji. We're looking down at 23.10. And the next support I'd be looking down at is down at 21.33. The bears are absolutely in control of SKX. After we lost key 50-day moving average support, we then filled the gap, and now we are seeing nothing but weakness since filling that gap. And the weekly time frame, losing the middle Bollinger Band if we close below 23.46 this week, and then we're looking down at the 200-week moving average of 22.22. So SKX has been a nice bear after that big breakout, lower high and lower low. Another bearish entry, and that's why we keep following these names long-term, looking for bearish entry opportunities. Doesn't mean they can't be bullish short-term, but every time they're bullish short-term, we zoom out, look at the weekly long-term downtrend, and scout our bearish entries, assuming that that downtrend is going to remain intact. NKE, big-time bullish reversal candlestick. It's a green Marubozu. It's a bullish engulfing candlestick, and we had a gap down open, and bulls bought that gap down in a big way. So the current support I'm looking at is 52.05, and resistance is 53.26. That's the range to be watching. We have clear higher lows on the daily, lower highs, tightening ranges forming, and we're going to see a clear break likely by the end of the week. So we are holding the middle Bollinger Band on the weekly of 51.79. As long as that level holds, the bulls are maintaining a bit of support. Because if that level is lost, we have all moving averages back as resistance. So that's a big bullish day today. Definitely momentum favoring the bulls as we head into tomorrow. The question is going to be, can the bulls break 53.26, break the lower high pattern, or are we just going to see another lower high and then back down to test these supports? TWTR, close up at the high of the day. The bulls are very strong. Upper Bollinger Band resistance is up at 17.97, and we're patiently waiting for the middle Bollinger Band resistance to be tested this week. That's at 18.05. It looks like we're going to test that level tomorrow, likely, as we are closing up at the high of the day. So 18.05 and then 18.34 would be the next resistance, the 100-day moving average. And we're going to be watching to see if this lower high pattern remains intact on Twitter. So here's our last high bounce attempt, 1984. We currently have a lower high, and I want to draw a trend line here to see where this downtrend resistance line would line up. So that has already broken to the bulls. So not watching that downtrend resistance, but we're watching the middle Bollinger Band resistance and then price action with that lower high pattern. So the bulls are in control of the short term for Twitter and NKE. We know the overall weekly trend certainly favors the bears. And we've got CMG and SKX on the daily, certainly still favoring the bears. So little bit of a mix between all of them, but one thing that they all share in common, which is why I keep these videos grouped together, or these tickers in this video, is because the long-term weekly downtrend very much intact. So I appreciate you watching. We'll keep checking in on these names. It's nice to get familiar tracking the same name over and over again. You get comfortable. You get to watch key levels, how candlesticks play out. And even if you're not playing these names, watching what occurs can help you in the future in terms of learning from previous history. That's all I got. Have a great night.